good, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The Falcons had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Throwing on 1st down. Patterson. And that is incomplete. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Patterson. And will find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That goes for a gain of 31. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Patterson. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think you have to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the ground.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Here's Levis. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 16. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. Quick move by Miller. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now 3rd down and very long. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
This a quick pass to Davis. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Vikings.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
We certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
On 1st down, Patterson. And his throw here's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance, but that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
1st and 10, it's Levis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fowler.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make...
There he goes, left side. A big play there for Minnesota. 54 yards.
A pickup on the play of 54 yards. First down, Vikings.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, Levis. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slam. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path.
Touchdown, Vikings! Javonte Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are able to move back in front. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Next to score, Vikings 10, Falcons 7. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Patterson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On 3rd down, Robinson. Now he's loose down the left sideline. He's on his way.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Bijan Robinson with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
They begin the drive with Williams. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Remember in preseason when we went to the different training camps and visiting teams?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Levis.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
This is 2nd and 8. Levis now off of play action. And this one too low.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And some space here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
A second down throw from Levis. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. But you got the lead here in the second half. That's the last penalty you want to commit.
And they were getting the ball. Why are you going after the punter there? Just take the football and keep going.
They'll try the left side. Hendricks. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That's quickly out wide to Davis. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Levis looking to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Patterson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
1st and 10. Here's Levis.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see her break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try to make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
Man open left side, it's Williams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And the Vikings first down.
Up the middle they go. Hendricks. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hendricks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Play action now. Levis. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. A give to Williams, running right. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings will add to their 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
To throw is Duggan. Targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On the give, here's Robinson. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw over the middle taken in, and he's brought down. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that nearly their 1st pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Off the play fake, Patterson. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
To throw on 2nd down, Patterson. touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have the full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got nothing coming.
And by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A great return there of 22 yards.
And it will be Falcon football. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
They'll look to throw. And Dixon has it.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
This is 1st and 10. Again from the 15, 2nd and 10.
He's back to throw.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! What's up?
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game.
A tone setter on defense. They pick off the first pass. I had to look down, but yeah, no interceptions last week, so they made up for lost time.
Boy, did they ever. And when you pick off the first pass of the game, you talk about a tone setter. Now your whole entire defense is thinking, okay, when do we get our next one? Can't wait to get back out on the field and get after them.
Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Minnesota, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with